welcome to Ice in the Forest, where we bring you the latest news from Samsung King of the Hill Dota Online Tournament. Since the tournament began in early January, we have witnessed some upsets, a number of memorable victories, and plenty of pure, frantic action. In this week's episode, we'll be bringing you the highlights of the clash between KingServe and Nexian Trilogy in Group E's Round 4 battle. Malaysia's KingServe and Nexian Trilogy of Indonesia are arguably the most successful Dota teams representing the nations in this competition. Both teams have recorded perfect scores over the last 3 games in convincing style and show no obvious indications of ever slowing down. KingServe went on the early offensive at the top, whittling down the health of Nexian Skeleton King in short order. Nexian replied with some enthusiastic offensive of their own, but it was the Malaysians who drew the first blood, courtesy of the Queen of Pain's opportune blinking. QOP then snatched another kill in the 9th minute as KingServe began to dominate the early proceedings. Nexian replied with an opportunistic gank a minute later that saw them dispatch KingServe's Neruben. But the tide turned back in KingServe's favor when they landed a nice coup by slaying Nexian's deadliest hero, the Shadow Fiend. Some neat ingenuity from QOP saw KingServe grab some morale-boosting kills, and Nexian retaliated with a well-executed assault at the bottom lane. KingServe then pulled off another impressive gank at the top, taking their considerable hero-level advantage to the middle game. Things got worse for Nexian when the Shadow Fiend was slain yet again. As the game flowed along the 18th minute mark, we see KingServe's Neruben denying the bottom tower and QOP continuing her unstoppable killing streak back in the middle. Up top, we see some combat drama involving several heroes from both sides that saw KingServe coming out tops from the electrifying clash. As the mid-game drags along, QOP's prowess steadily increased to a whole new level entirely as she dispatched several of Nexian's heroes in rapid successions. Nexian did succeed in salvaging the game somewhat with a tower deny and a death-sinking epic center kill. But by this time, QOP had already embarked on a monster killing streak and looked all but certain to carry KingServe to a famous victory over the Indonesian arch-rivals. KingServe grabbed a couple more kills as QOP attained godlike status, while the industrious Neruben denied yet another tower, depriving Nexian of some much needed gold. Nexian's Sand King managed to sneak in a kill, but that proved only a consolation as the Sentinel side time and again proved their superiority with victorious group clashes. QOP's rampage showed no sign of stopping as KingServe laid down the beating. The slaying of Roshan at the 30th minute by KingServe only compounded the misery for Nexian. KingServe's invasion of the Scourge base at the 42nd minute effectively slammed the final nail into Nexian's coffin, as QOP snagged a quadruple kill and KingServe went on to record one of the most famous victories to date.